Hello guys, it's me Monica again and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Good day everyone. Today I am going to discuss about my assigned topic, which is the lesson 10 entitled Global City. What does global city mean? Global city, an urban century that enjoys significant competitive advantages and that serves as a hub with a globalized economic system. However, with increased attention being paid to processes of globalization during subsequent years, these world cities came to be known as global cities. What is in a global city? A global city, therefore, is the world's most important and influential city that covers the dimensions of the globalization. These dimensions are cultural experience, business activity, human capital, as well as political engagement. There are several ways in which a city can be considered as a global city. What is global city and examples? It has been argued that global cities are those sharing the following characteristics. In other parts of the world, cities which attract large foreign businesses and related expatriate communities, for example, Singapore, Shanghai, Hong Kong, Tokyo, and Moscow. What are the characteristics of a global city? Home to a major stock exchanges and indices, influential in international political affairs, home to world-renowned cultural institutions, service a major media hub, large mass transit networks, home to a large international airport, and having a prominent skyline. What is global city in your own words? A global city is a city generally considered to be an important node in the global economic system. The most complex of these entities is the global city, whereby the linkages binding a city have a direct tangible effect on global affairs through socio-economic means. Next is, what is the role of a global city? A global city is a city that has the power to affect global issues and change the global outlook. They can do this through a varied set of systems from politics to military and economics, controlling and adapting the route the global economic takes. What are the three global cities? New York, London, and Paris. So these are the global cities that maintain their decade-long dominance as the top 3 cities in the Global Cities Index. Is Manila considered a global city? As the Philippines pick up some steam over the years with an increase in FDI and consistent GDP, Metro Manila has been an emerging global city like Seoul, Shanghai, and Jakarta. It has also been in the same list as Tokyo, New York, London, Paris, Chicago, Hong Kong, and Singapore for globally competitive cities. Is Sydney a global city? In 2020, Sydney was in the top 20 list of leading centers globally and was ranked 8th overall in the Asia-Pacific region. The Global Power City Index ranked Sydney 10th in the 2019 among 48 of the world's major cities, behind familiar leaders London, New York, Tokyo, and Paris. What are top 5 of global cities? New York City, London, Paris, Tokyo, Los Angeles, Beijing, Hong Kong, and Chicago. What is the difference between a world city and a global city? A world city is seen in terms of powerful politics, development of trade, culture, and education, while a global city is considered to be a center which includes not only trade, influential political activity, educational and cultural attributes, but also located in their headquarters of transnational corporation and international. Is Boston a global city? Boston is welcoming global city where residents, visitors, talent, and businesses thrive. What is the role of global cities to globalization? Global cities are and always have been both products and producers of globalization. They play an important role in shaping a global economy, culture, and society, but they are also shaped by it. and they are places where countervailing forces match and local reactions to globalizations become especially visible. Why is London considered a global city? The city of London is considered a global city because of many reasons. The city is a metropolitan and therefore it has a mixture of different cultures. This index is based on the rich human resource and the cultural wealth and other strengths. Business activities in London are also of a very high index. Why Paris is a global city? In imagination and in fact, Paris is a quintessential global city. It has been one of the world's most visited places for centuries, and its economy prospers today thanks to a well-educated workforce, modern infrastructure, and global niches in creative industries, business services, and tourism. Why do we study global city? They interact with states and other international actors, pursue objectives that are often intertwined with global economic agendas, and are crucial to questions related to climate change, mobility and migration, technological innovation, economic development, and infrastructure. Is London still a global city? London is a global city both in a world-class league but also increasingly in a league of its own. Why is Chicago a global city? Longworth asserts that the three features that make Chicago a global city are its economy, higher education institution, and tourism. Tourism is an area where Longworth sees potential for growth. Is Canada a global city? Toronto, Canada is emblematic of a new stratum of global cities. Unlike many world capitals, the city has gained stature only over the past half-century, having successfully post-industrialized into a new economy and become a major world center for immigration. Is Jakarta a global city? A.T. Kearney, a renowned global consultant company in industrial and public sector line, places Jakarta in the first rank of 34 cities in the world as the most global city. The result is delivered directly to Jakarta Governor Joko Widodo. Is Bonifacio Global City a global city? Bonifacio Global City, also known as BGC Global City or the Fort, is a financial and lifestyle district in the Taguig Metro, Manila, Philippines. It is located 11 km southeast of downtown Manila. Is Kuala Lumpur a global city? Kuala Lumpur is rated as an Alpha World City and is the only global city in Malaysia. Other important economic activities in the cities are education and health services. Kuala Lumpur also has advantages stemming from the high concentration of educational institutions that provide a wide ranging of courses. Is Melbourne a global city? The Economist Intelligence Unit's 2017 Global Livability Index awarded Melbourne as the world top city for 7 years running. Our cohesive and stable society, healthcare, education, and world-class infrastructure make Melbourne a magnificent city in which to live, work, and study. What makes Australia a global city? Business prowess, intellectual capital, infrastructure to service business and social needs, and invariable lifestyle are the hallmarks of a global city. Sydney has all of these in varying degrees. Does Australia have a global city? Research indicates that Sydney is already perceived as Australia's only global city and first point of call for business and tourism. However, Sydney's growing prominence in the global network of cities has been a relatively recent affair. Is Seoul a global city? It continued as the capital of Korea under the Joseon dynasty. The Seoul capital area contains 5 UNESCO World Heritage Sites: Changdeong Palace, Hwaseong Fortress, Jeonmyo Shrine, Namhansan Seong, and the royal tombs of the Joseon dynasty. Is Amsterdam a global city? As the commercial capital of Netherlands and one of the top financial centers in Europe, Amsterdam is considered an Alpha World City by the Globalization and World Cities Study Group. The city is also the cultural capital of the Netherlands. Is Tokyo a global city? The Tokyo metropolitan area is the largest world city region globally. and its location where many of Japan's advanced functions are centralized. The competitive power of new cultural industries has been demonstrated in recent years. Is Hanoi a global city? Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City among the global top 10 most dynamic cities in 2019. The absence of European and American cities demonstrate a marked east-west growth divide, reflecting Asia's continued rapid urbanization and economic growth driven by globalization, innovation, and demographic factors. Is Singapore a global city? Singapore's position as a global city hinges on its current status as an international financial center. Unlike Hong Kong, Singapore developed as an international financial center mainly through active government policies. What is a Gamma global city? Alpha cities are the primary nodes in the global economic network. Beta and Gamma cities are smaller global cities that link economic regions into the global network. Why is economic power important to global cities? Economic power is a crucial determinant of a global city because it attracts not only businesses but also individuals from other countries. Is England a global city? The UK is the world's most global financial center with unmatched human market and digital connections. The City of London Corporation runs the global city to showcase the UK's offer for financial and professional services on one platform. When did London become a global city? During the 19th century, London was transformed into the world's largest city and capital of the British Empire. Its population expanded from 1 million in 1800s to 6.7 million a century later. During this period, London became a global political, financial, and trading capital. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Bye!